Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. VeChain, not too many news, but a few things I just wanted to point out here in this updated TA. As you might know, generally I'm very bullish on VeChain, but it might take a little more time to reach new all-time highs above 30 cents. In my view, where we are here, we started, obviously, we made this cycle top here in April 21. We then moved down impulsively in this wave A, came up in this wave B, and we are now moving in this wave C, pretty much what Bitcoin is doing as well. We then came here to a low, obviously at around 7 cents, have started to move up, or pretty much are actually in a range, a little bit like Bitcoin, but the chart generally looks fairly weak. What we're doing here, in my view, I showed you, because what I would expect is if we do something similar to Bitcoin, I would expect here a wave A to the downside, a wave B up, and a wave C down. That is what I would expect for Bitcoin as well. In that wave B, then I have defined here a area or a target area where I think we could get into. But looking at the chart at the moment, I actually pretty much doubt if we actually are going to get there, because VeChain the chart currently is very weak, and there aren't many more opportunities for VeChain to really move around. I mean, I had one of my buy orders triggered now at 8.2 cents, and that was pretty much the low here, which was expected. Therefore, the buy order was triggered. And you can find, if you want to join the Discord and Telegram, please join the channel as a channel member, silver or gold. Then you can get access to Discord and Telegram. There you can find my buy and sell orders as well. They are more for the long term, but they can be used short term if anybody wants to. But what we see here, 8.2 cents, was a very important support level. It was based on this previous low here as well, and it was expected that we find support there. Therefore, also the red line here that I had on the chart before. If VeChain sells below this level, 8.2 cents, I expect an acceleration of the downtrend into this yellow target area that I think we are going to see. This yellow target area is sitting between 3.3 cents and 6.1 cent. This area should not be missed, in my view, as a buying area. No financial advice, of course, but I think nobody wants to miss this buying opportunity here, because people generally don't expect it yet to be hit, but we're already halfway there anyway, more than halfway from the top here. And this would be an area from which I would really expect the rocket ship to start to new all-time highs. The question is, do we really reach this area here before or not? And the way the chart is looking at the moment, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to reach this this level. The chart is just fairly weak. We can hardly make any higher highs, which at the moment other cryptos are doing. VeChain needs to break above this level here, this high at 10.2 cents. Only then I see a chance for the bulls to really reach this area. If we can't get above this level, we might stay in this range. And if we drop below 8.2 cents, then this will be an acceleration into the target area. And then in the sort of worst case, we can expect a price of 3.3 cents. But I always try to view it a different way, because this would not be the worst case. It would actually be the best case for anybody who wants to go in there into VeChain, because the further the price drops, that's, as per Fibonacci levels, you can then expect an even more impulsive move in the next wave up, in the next bull cycle, to the upside. And overall, I expect if this reached is anyway, this level, if this is reached, I do certainly expect levels of here for VeChain, the no, just need to take that out for example, 1 second. We are here on the log scale. There you go. There you can see them. So here, so of the 1.618 extension level of 45 cents at least, next year, or 55 cents, which is the 200%. That would be easily a 10x from this trading area down here, or even more, depending on when you have a chance to actually go in there. But overall, I do with much certainty expect the price to come down into this area, together with, and it's also based on my expectation for Bitcoin, and that would be the point between the 0.887 Fib level and the 0.786 Fib level. As I said, I'm not sure if we're actually going to see this level. It would be a nice head and shoulders if we went up here and saw it. But even if we came all the way up here, I would expect the price not necessarily to go above 14 cents. That's the 0.5 fib level here before we then drop down into the target area in a wave C sell-off, also a wave 2 that is, before we then move up in a wave 3 to new all-time highs next year. That's pretty much the update on VeChain. We can see on the weekly, the MACD just dropped below 0. There you can see it. We had a bearish cross a few weeks ago, actually. Had a bearish cross, but it also dropped below 0 here a couple of weeks ago. And the downtrend isn't really slowing down. There's a bit of back and forth here because we are sort of have been in this sideways range for a while on the weekly. So, but it seems like the downtrend is accelerating, given that we have now dropped below the 0 line on the weekly MACD. Also here on the weekly RSI, we have dropped into the bearish range. So this all points towards further downtrend for me. I know frustrating for every VeChain holder who expected all-time highs this year. But with the latest developments, also what Bitcoin is doing, I think we have to get familiar with this scenario, which then would be here a huge buying opportunity at these lower levels. I don't expect a long bear market or anything. This is actually going to be quite good for VeChain to come down into these areas here before we then we are going to see, I think, a turnaround to new all-time highs. So hopefully you like the update about VeChain. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Anybody who is interested in joining as a channel member, you can find a link to my website in the video description, or you can alternatively join on YouTube. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.